And this is the reason why you can't trust these people. Number 4.
You don't have to even argue this. This is not a debate.
Was an African slave and known as the first person born in Africa who has arrived 10 present day. Continental U.S. United States. During his life, he was known by several names, and even more after he died when he was described by modern historians. Some of those names are Estebanco, Esteban de Torres, Esteban de Moor. Although much more unknown, he is remembered today not only because his slave status, but also because he took part in a large exploratorial mission that left him and one of the few survivors of the Spanish expedition and a guide from 3 Spanish survivors that became famous after they managed to reach the territory of New Mexico finally after more than 10 years of journey. And you want to see who else Esteban is? I'm going to show you when you really dig, right? When you really, really dig and you really like do it with integrity, I'm going to show you who else Esteban is. Watch this. You're not going to believe me, but watch this picture. Watch this.
The suspense is killing me.
I can see it.
Guess what? That's Esteban also. Just to let you know, he also was the general of the Holy Roman Empire, my boy. So how is the general of the Holy Roman Empire a copper-colored individual leading a whole army? So you mean to tell me he was leading a whole bunch of Slavs?
Man, the argument, I'm not disputing your...
So he read all of that, right? Gets down to this. And right here in the caption, it literally says, the meeting of St. Erasmus and St. Maurice. Covered by, I think it's like, whatever it is. Let me show you you can literally Google Estebanco, or I don't know how to say his name properly, but this tells you when he was born and when he died, 1500, 1539. Now, this is St. Maurice. Notice the picture right there. Notice what it says. He was an Egyptian military leader who headed the legendary Theban Legion of Rome, just like he was saying, in the 3rd century. He died in 287 AD. So now, this is the definition of integrity, because he said when you do research with integrity, the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles or moral uprightness. So, when he's showing this picture and trying to compare him with the other guy, with all that reading, is that really integrity? And just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, this happens.
That's how they
listen, man. Okay. I'm gonna give you a little hint, a little bit. So look at when they brought Africans over, it was a strategic plan to first ship the indigenous Aboriginals, the people that were in America that were black. They shipped them out to Spain. They shipped them out to Europe. They shipped them out to the islands. Okay, they were shipping people out first from America. Then they brought the Africans over, so that they can say, well, you guys were African from here. So then they start to reclassify the indigenous or the Indian black man that was here, and they kept reclassifying his name so that he wouldn't know his Jasolian Jasango rights. And that, like, so as they reclassify, they finally got to the African American, the Negro, the color, the African American. I put this up. I asked her to put me up because, as you can see, they trademarked African American. And you can still look this up and see they updated. They trademarked African American as a food product. They wanted to use the African American to say we came from there, and they wanted to denationalize us, bro. That's what they did in the North American continent.
I am not arguing.
So automatically, when you hear stuff like this, you should always think about lazy research, don't research whatsoever, and just want to spin a narrative because of this fact. Many people, including myself, covered this, the African American trademark, which, if they did research with integrity, is that the trademark. They're not turning African Americans into food. I mean, I have heard that was kind of tasty though, but that's besides the point. Man, they're not turning this into food, man. It's a damn trademark. These people don't look at anything. They just grab something and say it, regardless on how weird, how unintelligent it makes them look. And it affects everybody else because it makes people look at us like we ain't got no sense. But again, trademark the real St. Maurice. So this is the reason you shouldn't trust these people. Peace.